Well, it's hot. Thankfully, it's a little bit windy, so that helps break the heat wave a little bit, but it gives me a chance to go out and mow some weeds out in the field. We have what I call my little deer paradise we're creating here for the deer, and I need to mow the grass in the area to get some of the prickly bush stuff down, knocked down, and get the nice lush green grass going for the deer to come out and eat. And so we're working on, got some trees going out there, some apple trees going on out there, putting in a little bit of a water source at some point. But for right now, today, taking this brush mower out here that I pull behind in the old John Deere 2510. We're gonna go out. I decided to take you along, show you what it's like. It's a little bit rough out there, but I'll show you what it looks like. Here we go. I'm going to get to that big buck photo in just a minute, but first off, I'm sitting on top of one of my tower blinds for deer hunting here. It's one of the metal ones I bought from a catalog, but works great for this hilltop situation. Could possibly shoot some archery here, certain situations, but most likely this is going to be the best place to sit with a rifle. And so I just thought I'd give you a bird's eye view of what I'm dealing with here. I'll switch you over here to look at the landscape. Got some naturally planted apple trees crabapple trees throughout the whole hillside here. And I got a little bitty tiny little pond down there that we put in for the wildlife. We're kind of up on a hilltop, as you can see, so the closest water otherwise for the deer would be down in the valley, which is quite a ways from here. So we're trying to draw the deer into this location. Originally, and it still is, my food plot is down in that corner down there. It's about 1 acre, and we decided to kind of expand this and try to get more deer in here. One of the things you can pick up on as you go through mowing the grass and stuff like that is you see a lot of stuff as you're going across, and I saw literally dozens of deer beds in the weeds up here, which I didn't know there were that many deer beds up here. Just a place they like to sit down, and they can actually see any threat coming at them, and they can take off in another direction. You can see from quite a ways. I see why they like it here. So that's a plus that they already are established here. Had to think on the fly a few times looking at the plant identification as I was mowing, because if I come across a small apple tree coming up, I wanted to swerve and get around that. And so I think we have close to a dozen apple trees up here planted. Probably half of them actually have apples on. So we have this pine tree here that grew up all by itself. I didn't plant it here. I got a couple more across here I was able to identify and save. They're a little smaller than that. But what I wanted to show you was right over here. This is one of the apple trees that I left in. Well, I was going to show you the apples, but it looks like the deer beat me to it. This thing had probably a dozen apples on it yesterday. Oh, here's some. So they didn't get these yet, so they'll be coming back to get these apples out of here. And so that's really nice. That's a draw for the deer to come through here. They love apples, and for archery season, that's about the time the apples start to drop, and they'll be cruising through here quite a bit, so that's an awesome thing. Right down there, we've got the, it's like a big plastic tub we're using as a little pond. It's in the washway here, so all the water just runs down, naturally fills it, and then it'll just spill over and keep going if it gets full. This deer is a brute, and over the years I have had a few a little bit bigger than this, but typically what happens is we get them all raised up looking really nice and the neighbors shoot them. But hopefully we'll be lucky this year. We'll get this brute. I do have a couple others I've spotted on camera, and in real life I've seen a nice 10-pointer, nice 11-pointer. I think there's a 9-pointer, it's pretty nice. And so there's no shortage of nice deer here, but we're hoping that with everything we're doing here at Everything Homestead, put meat on the table and get a nice deer to boot, all this stuff that we're doing should all help make it all come for a success for our hunters and our family come this fall. Thanks for watching. See you later.